Tonight I am patching a tire or plugging it, and this is a $2 kit at Walmart. Cheapest that I could find. Now Harbor Freight has a $4 kit that comes with a little tube of rubber cement that you put on the plug so that it will kind of glue the rubber together and seal it better. But we're gonna try it without the rubber cement. Now sometimes we use bead sealer instead of the rubber cement, but because I want to see how well this $2 kit works by itself, I'm not going to use the bead sealer or the rubber cement. So this kit comes with 3 things. First are the plugs or worms. Second is the reamer, which is used to widen and clean and like scuff the hole in the tire, the hole that's already there. And third is this plunger, which holds the worm or the plug on its way in and out. This morning we found the hole with soapy water and we marked it with chalk, which you will not see because the snow of the day has washed it off. We also marked it with Sharpie, thankfully, so we should be able to locate it pretty easily on the top of the tire. Well, first I'm just gonna scrub it with a little bit of soapy water. First of all, to get the mud off, but also as the tire hisses, we should relocate that hole. Well, we relocated the hole because you can see it bubbling right out. So even though the bubbles are there, I can, oh, I think I see the nail. So I'm just gonna take these pliers and I try to work the nail out. Pressing with all my might. I'm gonna try a couple different pair of pliers until I'm able to get this nail out. And I do think it's a nail. I can see the head of the nail. Okay, the hissing is increasing and the nail is starting to come up and out. So I know I'm making progress. So it's out enough now I can go at it from a different angle. I think I'm gonna get it with this angle. Yeah, it's working. So I'm just keep sliding the pliers in a little farther and tugging it. I think I'm probably able to pull it out now. Let's see what happens. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Alright, I felt it move again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm now taking the ream tool and plunging it into the tire. Here, I am going to rotate it now. So with a bit of a better angle now, I can push straight into the tire. Well, I will say it takes quite a bit of force in order to get it to go. Now, this tool does have what looks to be threads cut into it, as well as a spiral. So if I have my spin direction right, it should be going in just like a screw. So I'm just about in all the way for the first time. After that, I'll pull it out and then put it back in and keep doing that to actually open up the diameter of that hole a little bit. Pull it out. And boy, it's really in there. Now I'm going back in again because the hole has to be big enough for the plugs. Okay, well that went in quite a bit easier than the first time. A few more of these. So it's getting easier. I think we're just about there. I can spin it in and pull it out pretty easily now. We plugged a lot of holes and we usually use rubber cement, especially after all of that work. I kind of want to, but this does have the sticky stuff on it, which might work just as well. So I mean, we're gonna try it. So just kind of squish the end of the plug and begin to push it through. Hardest part's getting it started. Just push from one end and pull on the other, and it will sort of stretch itself out, or squish itself. Okay, so that's pretty much in the center now. So I will pull the ream out and plunge the plug in up until the point where there's maybe a ½ an inch left of the plug sticking out of the tire. I don't want to plunge it all the way into the tire and then reverse, because just in case, since this style does have a slot at the end, the worm could, the plug could fall out while I'm pulling it and actually fall into the tire. So I'm gonna leave it sticking out a little bit. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to ream it more. See, this one's not reamed out enough because the plug's not going in. So a few more iterations of this. You can see it's definitely moving in and out a lot better now. Okay, I'll try putting it back in, putting the worm in. I'm just gonna try to get a better grip on it. At this point, I'm just gonna keep pushing it until it goes in. Feel it going now. So just keep checking that length. I'm gonna go just a tad farther. All right, I think I'm liking that right there. Now I'm going to pull the plunger out and the plug will remain. Just like that. Now, before I trim this, I'm going to pump the tire up and put a little bit of soapy water on it and make sure that it's holding pressure because if I have to, I can still pull it out at this point and try again. I've not seen any bubbles at all throughout pumping or now, so I say it's time to trim off the plug. Use a knife. I prefer clippers. More controlled, I guess, at least for me. I actually had to switch to my Kleins because those other ones weren't doing the job. But, okay. Well, I learned a few things after doing this job. First of all, I can see why I would like the larger handles because of how much force it took to get the reamer in there. And after looking more closely even at the plugs that came with this kit and the tools, I think that they are a slightly smaller diameter anyway and would probably require less work. However, I am happy that the leak seemed to be entirely stopped without requiring the rubber cement. Now, the rubber cement might prolong the life of the plug, but we'll see how that really plays out. Now, neither of these are meant to be a permanent fix anyway, but they will buy us some time before we can get to the repair shop.